I'm Christopher, and I run the NGO called D-ERT, D-ERT, which is dirt, what you throw away, but it's got much more meaning. It's D-ERT. So as a career, we started as children. As a little boy, I was a ham radio operator. So we made radio transmitters and all the other gadgets, and then I went into circuit boards, computers, designing, and in college I did electronics engineering. When I was young, we always had a garden. We were happy to live in this family house. So I did a lot of gardening and farming, so I understood how plants grew. You can say we had a family of green fingers. Some models which looked very funny to me. For example, we throw away our waste and we put it on a truck and we send it to a landfill, and we're just looking at and it's so valuable to us. It's got to go back into the soil, and in this process we are upsetting the whole balance that nature has created for us. And being a mechanic, mechanic is a word I use because I can put things together. This is why when we talk about sustainability, we need to just take all our food waste, all our bathroom waste, all the water we waste, and within the same premises we can cycle it and we can get an abundance of food. Everything, even as people, we need to renew ourselves. That's a recycling. And this is something that I think every person has to understand, that you never lose, you always have. All you have to do is make it new. About in 2008, we were together with other members around in the locality, working with BMC through ALMs. And one of the main things that were talked about was garbage and what a problem it was. Okay, two things. One is it still challenges my talent to make products. Two is it's needed for the environment, and I see a huge need. If we don't make composting and farming popular and we don't make it the fashion, then this change is not going to come. And so the fashion, or make it sustainable. I have a very selfish message that it's good for you. The compost anticipates the illness, and through your hands it immunizes you before you get hit with a big disease, so you get stronger. And I'm not a doctor, but it definitely follows the weather pattern. It predicts it and makes you stronger beforehand. And handling your waste is something that every human being has to do, because it's part of you. It's not outside of you. And putting it back into the soil is what enriches the soil. And this is what we need to teach people. Well, I see dirt being in every home, with compost and plants complementing each other. I see people opening their windows and looking at an array of plants on their windowsill, opening balconies and actually looking at a garden. Okay, anything that has once lived, whether it's a plant or an animal, can be composted. So if you do it in a closed bin, and if you rotate it, you will get composting happen aerobically, odorlessly, and you can do it just next to your bed or outside your window, and you don't have any problems. So the compost then goes back to all the trees that you have, The compost can go into the plants and pots that a lot of people love to put on their building. Okay, yeah, we do a lot of educational stuff around here. In fact, that's the reason for the dirt shop. So we have children from schools who come in groups and walk around, and we do a little potting with them. We explain to them compost, we teach them. A lot of housing society members come in groups. So we have installed terrace gardens in a few buildings. We have installed compost equipment in almost 400-500 buildings across the city. From the compost, we buy compost from people and sell it here.